Here's what we come to talk about is discipline in your work. Your discipline, it's not necessarily that you can see it. It's not necessarily that you can hear it, but you kind of show it in your work. Now what I mean by this is the amount of work that you do and the skill level of the work you do. Now, of course, you can see it, you can hear it, but you're not necessarily there to do that. You're just there to get the higher skill level. You're here to execute on your higher skill level. You're here to produce that level of work. So this means that you set a consistent basis and of when you will be working, when you will be skill improving, when you will be sitting down and just doing the work, because I can sit here and there's about two things you got to do. You gotta skill improve, and then you got to do the work for clients. So it's as you do the work for clients, you can skill improve there, okay? Or you could do work by yourself, so that way you skill improve, and that way that when you're ready to go and find clients, you go and you do the work up to the level that you skill improved on. Okay, so there's that. There's also there's also you consistently resting, and you consistently working. Now, ease into it. Apply yourself, but start easy. Okay, you don't want to start hard, because what happens when you start hard is that you kind of have to use a lot more of your abilities that you have. You have to use them, and when you use all of them, if you're using all the abilities, right, and then one ability you used all of it, right, because you're going hard, you used all of this ability, then you're not going to be able to do the same thing as with the ability. Okay, so then you don't have this ability. Let's pretend there are 5. You don't have this ability. Okay, now you have 4. So now it's harder on these guys, because these 5 abilities are working on each other. And now you have 3. So now it's harder on these guys. This one goes down a little bit. And what you have is you can't do that anymore. Like, you can't do what you were doing anymore quicker. Whereas if you ease into it, you have more ability to use all 5 of these instead of just getting rid of each of one of these. And this helps when you skill improve, because when you're newer, your abilities to stay and maintain on one thing is up to this ability, right? When you get through more, you're this ability. So when you have this much ability to be disciplined, to be like, I'm gonna do this every day, if you go hard, you use all these other abilities. Pretend this one's discipline, right? So now you have to use these 4. You go hard, you go hard, you go hard, you go hard, you go hard. And this happens at the same time. You go hard, you go hard, you go hard, you go hard, you go hard. Okay. But now this one already kind of, since these are a little bit bigger, this one kind of already, this one's like the first one. And with this one, these are harder to use. So it just gets harder and harder to use it. Whereas if you ease into it, you'd be able to improve this ability, this ability, this ability, and this ability. You see? You'd be able to use these 4. So that's kind of what I want to talk about in this video. You want to ease into it. This is why you want to ease into it. So that you can it's not as hard to be disciplined, and you can practice discipline. You can just keep going and keep going and keep going. And you can also skill improve on the other abilities at the same time. And also when you work, you want to start, walking a little bit more. Just walk. Start walking. Walk 10 minutes, walk 20 minutes, walk 30 minutes. Maybe walk once a day. Maybe walk once every 2 days, every 3 days. you know, to ease into things, because when you ease into things, you can gradually progress. It's not like you started the bar off on level 3 when you could have done level 1. So if you would have started on level 1, you would have been able to skill improve with these 4 abilities. If you start on level 3, you don't self-improve as much, right? So once you start off on level 1, there is just a gradual progression. Whereas you'll be able to be like, okay, at level 1 I can do this, I can skill improve this amount, right? On level 2, this amount. Level 3, this amount. Level 4, this amount, right? I can do it like that. So ease into things. Kind of like if you have something tasting better, you mix some orange juice or something in it so that you can drink it, so that you can get whatever it has, whatever thing you get from the thing you drink, the bitter thing, you add orange juice to it and you can ease into it. All right, so thank you. If you haven't already, be sure to like and subscribe. I prefer if you would subscribe. I prefer if you would like, but just make sure that you do one of the two, because I will be giving more information in the future. And if you are a future client watching this, if you're interested in social media management, primarily helping people self-improve through social media, I do cover this. So just in a comment, just say, hey, I'm interested, or say in you could message my Instagram. It's called _skills. You can see my face. So thank you.